Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriel, coming at you straight from Queens, New York, and today we are going to be talking about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And sorry, I have to say the name in Spanish because I am Spanish and it just comes out like that. So, listen. So, the story has been kind of circulating all over the political sphere recently, with a hashtag trending, I think it's Alexandria Ocasio-Smollet. Because as we all know, a while ago, Jesse Smollett claimed that he had been attacked by some MAGA people and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, it came out to be completely false. It was just a narrative that he had made up with the help of his supposed attackers to try to perpetuate this narrative that America is a super racist country, which we all know is not true. So then, in the same vein, we have La Señorita Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. And mama, I don't know what you are, Colombiana or Cubana, Dominicana, Puerto Riqueña, you're some type of mix maybe, I'm not sure. Pero one thing that I know for a fact es que tú eres una mentirosa. I know for a fact that you're a liar. You lie your ass off. You just make shit up, and you sit there on your Twitch or whatever it was, not your Twitch, the Twitter or whatever. I'm not on social media like that aside from YouTube. I don't have a Facebook. I have a Twitter, but I don't actually use it. I just use it to like enter sweepstakes and stuff, because you never know. Play the lotto. So, but anyways, she's out here telling her story, right? Saying how she felt and what happened from her point of view during the Capitol riots about a month ago, okay? And the thing about everything that she said is that, one, it was either just opinion, meaning that she just felt that way, right? Or it was just a straight up lie. All right. So again, opinion or straight up lie. That's all she said. All right. There were little sprinklets here, because every good lie, every good fabricated story, every tall tale, every web of fiction has little kernels of truth here and there, right? She knows how to tell a story. I'm not surprised. She is into politics. And the problem is that I don't know the pure psychology, the sociopathy, the pure narcissism in this lady, that she thinks that she can literally just post on a public forum this story, and she's giving like, at this time, at this exact hour, this is what happened, and then blah 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 blah. She's giving all these details, right, over what was happening and this and that and the other. And then, of course, as soon as she does, the media, MSNBC, CNN, everybody's like, "Oh my God, look how brave she was. Look at how terrifying the situation was. It's even worse than what we said it was, right?" And then all you need to do is look at the video footage that comes with timestamps. All right, we have verifiable video evidence of what was going on and when it was happening that day in the Capitol. And her story does not correspond with the actual events of the day. In other words, she was either getting the times wrong or she was making the stuff up. There's no in between. Okay? The problem is that she's not saying that she got the times wrong. She is saying the opposite. She's saying that she got the times right and that she is telling the truth at how it happened. But that's simply not the case. It's hilarious. She said that at around 1:00 or something like that, there were that the Trump supporters got in her building, and she felt that this was the end for her and she was going to die. Even though at that time that she said, at around 1 o'clock, Trump was still speaking. He was still giving his freaking speech. The people at his rally had not descended upon the Capitol yet. When she said that there were people in her building, or that she thought there were people in her building, not even the Capitol building itself had been infiltrated yet. It's completely and utterly just a fabrication. She is a liar. She is a terrible representación de la comunidad latina aquí en Nueva York. If you are a Latino and you voted for her, you are doing an active disservice to the Latin community, to the representation of Latinos in the United States. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. She is manipulative and she is a liar. She is just completely off of her shit. She is not fit for office at all. She's paranoid. She's delusional. She is literally making things up about a situation that was actually a big deal. And she's here trying to make it about her. Like, I was like, Mama, you're not that important. I'm sorry, but you're not that important. You know what I call her? I call her, yo la llamo, Trumptita. Alright? Trumptita. Female Trump light. That's what I call her. Because she is doing all of the worst shit that Trump did, just on the other side, with the shield of being a Latino woman. Latina. That's all. She is Trump light. Latina edition. That's all she is. That's literally all she is. She's rambling on about shit that didn't happen at the Capitol, trying to I don't know, like acquire victimhood points or something. Trying. It's like those girls that go on like Facebook and shit like that and say, "Oh, I'm so ugly, nobody loves me." Why do they do that? Right? They're fishing for compliments. Right? She's fishing for support. That's what she's doing. And the problem is that she's lying. She is lying about verifiable events to do that. And the crazy part is that all these freaking morons here in New York that vote for her believe it, even though they can just look at the video evidence. The things that she said were happening simply were not happening. At the times that she said it was happening, we have video evidence of her building, which wasn't even the Capitol building. It wasn't even the Capitol building, which was the building that actually got infiltrated, right? Her building was the Cannon building, which was in the Capitol complex, like right, it's like the campus, right? Let's call it a campus, so like for college-minded people, right? The Capitol is like a big college campus, right? There's multiple buildings all over the place, right? The Capitol building is a building in and of itself, right? She's in the Cannon building, which is like about a block away. She's a block away, and she's here claiming that her life was threatened, that she felt like she was going to die. Are you serious? You are delusional. You're paranoid. You're really not that important, Alexandria. Oh my Lord. Oh. It's a shame. It's a shame that that this is who people vote into an office. That people vote. Just they don't vote with their heads, you know. They have these people like Alexandria who literally don't care if they tell the truth or not, so long as they look like they're in the right. It's a shame. It's a shame that people are so lazy that they don't take the time to simply look the shit up themselves. Simply look it up yourself. Stop believing all of the nonsense that you're being you have like these these they're not even trolls. They're like succubus. They're feeding you this false information while they have their freaking, I don't even know, they have like their tendrils in you, sucking the lifeblood out of you, and you're here going, that's delicious. Like, come on, man. Come on. And then what does she do in response? Right? She asks all her little minions, all her brainless NPCs, right? All the people that simply just listen and believe. They don't bother to look anything up, to flag and report anybody who's calling her a liar. I'm gonna say this once. The truth doesn't hurt any story that is based on facts. So if you are so afraid that your story is going to be destroyed by evidence and by facts, that you are calling on people to be censored, to be denied an opinion, a voice, the opportunity to speak, then it's obvious that you're not on the side of truth. It's obvious. The ones who call for censorship are never on the side of truth. This has been proven throughout history, and from government all the way down to the common folk, to just person-to-person interactions. The person who is trying to shut everybody up, yeah, they're the bad guy. They're the bad guy. She, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is the bad guy. She is the enemy of the people. Make no mistakes about it. She should resign from office. She should go back to living her life as a no-name bartender wherever she wants to be. That's another thing. Stop putting politicians on a pedestal. Because as Alexandria proves, right, you could be a bartender and get elected to be a congressperson, right? So guess what? Have you ever been denied a job because you're overqualified, right? Overqualified? Are you overqualified to be a bartender? Because if you are, then you are overqualified to be a congressperson. Because if your resume is satisfactory enough, fulfills the requirements to be a bartender, it is also satisfactory enough to be a congressperson. Stop putting them on a pedestal. They are not better than the average person. Most of the time, they're actually worse than the average person. And Alexandria proves that beyond a shadow of a doubt. She is a failure. She is an absolute failure in the Latino community. She is a failure for the New Yorkinos. She's a failure. Basta. Yeah, stop it. Stop freaking defending her. She is a liar. She's a liar and a manipulative. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks for listening.